Greetings, fellow beings. We're live, and it is a wonderful Wednesday. Unless you're somewhere in Southern California, Santa Monica area, it's a little rough. Everybody in, Southern California is breathing some terrible ashy air today. But the people that I know, the family and friends I have, are all reported as safe. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and some of the memories that I have of that area, maybe when we get into bonus time. And, just crazy stuff. This fire feels a little eerie to me, and I'll talk about that a little bit in bonus time. But mostly I want to focus on the CNN defamation situation. I want to say thank you to Liberty Hall's cat for the lovely gifty. Can't get there this morning. I will eventually. Boys will come back. But thank you so very much. And Weatherman for 5. Culture Casino Clam says $5 for the Wicked Man. And thanks for all the content, Culture Warrior. There's more to come. More to come. Kaladin 910's out there. We've got Ms. Pick Cafe out there as well. Wrenching away. Gryffindor. What's up, buddy? Tom F., good morning to you, my friend. Let's see. Weatherman's got a bad one today. All right. Positive vibes. Where's Mark when you need him? Come on, Mark Fields. Need positive vibes for Weatherman. Is the Phobos in the house? Good to see you. That Service Dog. Please hit the like. Thank you. Who else we got out there? We got Curtis Joseph, who was early on the button this morning. Early. So early, in fact, it didn't catch it in the system. So I just want to say thank you to Curtis Joseph for the early buckaroo. That's right, a little cultured clam up there. And, of course, Ruby Hoove and Weatherman both gift cultured casino memberships on the YouTube side. And then Ruby Hoove says, I can't read it. I'm going blind, folks. It's happening. We'll be watching later. Okay, have a great day. Have a great day to you, Ruby Hoove. All right, well, trying to shrink down this situation here. Crazy. I don't know what's going on. My eyesight's terrible when I look at the little bonus section over there. I don't know. You can see Rumble just fine. I think it's the lettering. It's got to be the font, the point size, all of that stuff. Anyway, we got lots to talk about, but we've got to say hi to more of you, like Be Mo Better, gonna be Mo Better, and a few other folks out there as well. Let's see, I got Kaladin and others. Let's see who else. Oh, the lovely Jill is here with her wrench. Good morning, dear. Hope you're doing well. A couple updates on some projects and videos later today, including a conversation around street-level Marvel. I think that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. Fork 501. Hey, all. Been a while since I've been able to catch you live. Everybody's 2025 has been outstanding thus far. I hope you are doing well. Fork. I really do. We've got our good friend Matt G with Swift -1. That's right. Juliet's here saying hello to you again. Well, I coiffed the beard, but it'll keep growing. That's the other thing. I'm going to show you all just how fast my hair grows. It's wild. Morgan King, hello, my friend. And welcome to the show that never ends. Bill S. Preston, Esquire. How you doing, buddy? You good? All right. Who else is out there? We got more. With a rebel yell sometimes. SFX F314 Sabretooth Raptor joining this show this morning. Y'all are doing great. I got our friend, the Bad Cap. Greetings from LA. It's smoking. It is. I feel bad. I hope you're staying safe and keeping your family the same, my friend. That air is not looking great. Got a picture of it this morning from a friend. Eef. Depot 101 wanted to let you know that somehow YT unsubscribed me from your channel over on the Red Streamer. Okay, thank you, Depot. From folks and fans, please double check that you're still subscribed. Also, For those of you who don't know, Weatherman gifted a Culture Casino membership over on Rumble. So, snap 1, 2. My goodness, Weatherman. Look at you go. And thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Creditable, the Rainbow Knight, the Prismatic Paladin is here. What's up, buddy? Let's see. I haven't seen John Colman for a couple days. Hope he's all right. Penny. Good morning, Liberty House Cat. That's the last one I see, so hopefully it's updating again. We've got Butter Biscuit. What's up, Butter Biscuit? Good to see you. Good to see you yesterday. We had so much fun on that gameplays. What a great live stream. Got some videos dropping here pretty quick. Looking forward to dropping more videos on the game channel. We got Cash Kester out there. Boy, do we have a lot of clips from that. Plus, we got some originally recorded video. Plus, we got more coming out. It's going to be fascinating. West Trueblood, good morning, Culture. Happy New Year. CNN is a shell of itself. You know what? We're going to get deep into this one, guys. Yeah, you cannot treat news like it's a drama program, and that's exactly what they did. There's so much evidence to bury CNN with this. It's crazy. Snakes and funerals. It's going to be wild. That's right. We're just getting started in 2025. Randy Thodo is here. Entertainment business is wild from what I'm hearing from people inside. Not a lot of jobs and not a lot of alternate lifestyle people getting jobs in Hollywood right now, which you would think. But wait a minute. That's where all the alternative lifestyle folks go. Except, yeah, it's going to be strange. But Irate Specialist is in the house. Good to see you. We got Davina Duckworth here. Good day. Hope you're doing well, dear. D-Bud Martin is out there with his wrench and his amazingness. That's right. We're just going to call him Mr. Amazingness. D-Bud Martin. I thought he meant the NYT defamation case. So many defamation cases. Yes, this Stephobos. Many more. Something like that. Randall Orser, the Canadian, from the Canada. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well up there in the cold lands. Speaking of, we're going to pick up some more cold lands. We're going to talk a little bit about Greenland. We're going to talk a little bit about little Chad is going to join me in a video that we're going to record today, maybe a couple. So those will be out either today or tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled. Little Chad. Who else we got out there? We got Magnify. Wait, there it is. Magnify. What's up? SG, stuttering guitarist. I used to love winter. What was I thinking? I don't know, but let's go. We are way behind today. Culture. What are you doing? I don't know. I like saying hi to everybody. Plus, I'm not pressed for time today. But we do have to get to the official 6 minutes parts of the 6 minutes parts of the show. Walter Tomaszewski said, back then, CNN, Cable News Network. Now, CNN, Cornball Network News. Whee! Caveat ties on the Green Machine. Great to see you, my friend. We got a lot to talk about. This could be a good time. Elon and Andy Masterson, the talented one himself. Hello, sir. Hello. All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in, but we do have the first story, not burying the headline, the CNN defamation case. Jurors are urged to send a message to mainstream media. I wasn't kidding when I put the thumbnail together today. CNN is in big trouble on this one, folks. I'm not shorting you at all. So the jurors were urged on Tuesday to send a message to mainstream media by finding CNN defamed a security contractor. You probably have seen this story in a 2021 report about the terrible pullout from Afghanistan. Zachary Young is suing the network in Panama City, Florida, and that's a great place to do it, by the way. He's going to get a friendly jury, alleging that he was falsely portrayed as engaging in an illicit black market in the wake of the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan, offering to get refugees out of the country for $14,500 apiece. I don't know why any of that is anybody else's business but his. He's taking on a huge risk, and he's always in huge danger. We're going to get back into this story, but I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't look good with all the evidence that we're going to talk about in bonus time. Elon Musk's intense interest in UK preening gangs and the scandal buried within that, is being driven supposedly by disruptive right-wing network GB News. Wow. Headline: you are incredibly compromised, not only in this headline, but in the way you're describing it. You cannot even pretend to be a news outlet at this point. You're nothing more than a trade rag that's only worth lining the bottom of bird cages. You can't put stories like that. And you know what? It's being driven by all parts of news. And here in the States, we're even ignoring it because guess what? If this got spread farther in the American public, the UK would have to listen to their populace for a change and fix things. Mindy Kaling calls the Meghan Markle backlash unnecessary. Well, so are you, Mindy. People are done with you. They've been done with you for a while. So I don't know why you think your appearance with Meghan was a good idea. And you're going to get slapped around too, lady. Do not present yourself as a target because just as much as they may love you for a few moments, they make you a target quickly after that, especially in the trades. You're not going to come out on the popular side of this, and I think that's what a lot of Hollywood folks are learning. We've got Colman and Domingo saying that Euphoria Season 3 will be groundbreaking. That's if they ever make it. We've been hearing about this on-again, off-again season of Euphoria Season 3, and, well, hopefully they're able to get it there. This is the most problematic, or troubling, I should say, of all Sam Levinson's shows. I don't think he has any control over what's happening with it, and I think there are too many influential stars now that are a part of this show that are just tearing the schedule apart all the time. Meta's, this is a funny headline. The deadline's full of them right now. Meta's ban of fact checking. Ban? No, he just decided he didn't want bias on his platform anymore with fact checking. Biased fact checkers. He said it himself in his statement to camera. So Pete, deadline, you suck. Piers Morgan takes ownership of Uncensored brand from Rupert Murdoch's News UK. Well, that's good. He will now own his show for a change. And he seems to be doing rather well. A lot of my friends seem to be on there regularly. So, hooray. We've got Wildfire spreading in Pacific Palisades, Malibu, Eaton Canyon in Los Angeles, and it's growing. You got to keep your eyes open and your ears open if you're in Santa Monica, anywhere in Santa Monica area. Santa Monica mountains, because of the winds, are not helping this fire. The fact that it's up against historic locations like the Getty Villa here in one of these images, and other places, places that I think are beautiful and wonderful. Malibu, you name it. This is big bad. Delta's inked an exclusive pact with YouTube to provide a viewing on their flights. That's pretty cool. Lots of internet required for that. I wonder if Starlink's involved. BBC boss Tim Davie held crunch talks because, well, they got to pay for these scripted shows, and nobody's watching them, and nobody's really interested in watching them, which means they should make something better, which they haven't for a long time. Get things like Disney's Doctor Who, which stinks. Robert Pattinson's Batman might or might not be moving into James Gunn's DCU, depending on whether it makes sense. In other words, if I'm not going to get my stuff dragged down. That's basically what Matt Reeves is saying. Greenland may become independent, according to Denmark, but not a U.S. state. I think once they become independent, it's out of your hands, bro. Truly. Tariffed. This is an interesting headline, and I think it's fun. Markets feeling the most pinch from Trump. They kind of outline who's in, having concerns like Mexico and Canada, for good reason, by the way. Wall Street opened a bit muted this morning, waiting for more information on what's going on for Trump's future economic outlook. We've got the UN Aviation Agency looking at the fact that a lot of data was stolen from them, a lot of recruitment data. Wow. BYD brought hundreds of Chinese workers to Brazil. Remember that story reported last week where they were basically using slave labor? Well, that's how they got them in, with irregular visas. And Oregon has put a ban on secret recordings. Was upheld in a recent court case, but it's going to be appealed to the Supreme Court. We got two more stories left to get to, so we're going to jump straight over into bonus time. And I don't want to miss out on the bear story. Stick around. Let's go. We got over 200 of you in the audience right now, 230. Let's see if we can do more. Please share the stream, share the dream. If you are on Twitter/X, thank you. It's good to see you. I appreciate you. All 33 of you. Disney. Let's do some more Disney. Dismal Disney. They need better leadership than they have right now. It's this guy at the moment. and he is telling you, I stink. And you know what? I agree. That's right. So the Disney deal, um, barely clarifies its TV picture. Doesn't even clarify it at all. The fact that this thing went forward to merge Hulu with Fubo really was just a way to stomp out a lawsuit. No more, no less, no kidding. I'm going to try to reposition this so it's a little better looking. There we go. So they're going to be changing channels. They're going to be integrating Fubo into Hulu Live TV. Um, they basically drop more money so they can make this happen. That's one of the only things that Iger knows how to do is drop money. So Fubu provides Disney boss Bob Iger with some marginal help. 1.6 million customers, and when added to Hulu's Live 4.6, see, he bought subscribers. That's what he did, and they were worth a lot of money to him. So the combined company will creep closer to the video subscriber base for incumbents such as Comcast. Disney will own 70% of the enlarged venture, but is nevertheless hiving off a business that analysts reckon is unprofitable. It was dumb. But there is an exit clause if they decide to pull out of this deal. It's a pretty good chunk of change. Once again, if I'm a shareholder, I am bailing out at this point. I'm not giving you advice. I'm just telling you what I would do. Tennessee bear roams more than 1,000 miles through 4 states. Young bears, when they leave their mothers, often have giant areas that they walk about. Obviously, this bear is inside of a dumpster. But biologists often share how bears do a lot of roaming, especially young adults who are forced to leave their mother when their new cubs arrive, seeking out their own territory. However, who knew relocated bears could ever cover more than 1,000 miles through 4 states? One Tennessee bear did exactly that. And here's the path. This is what's cool about it, right? Because they're really tagged. You can actually track them. That's a massive map of where this little buddy has been. So, yeah, they they tracked about 50 relocated bears to follow their daily movements and fates. 1,000-mile bear called Bear 609, based on the caller ID number, was initially trapped after displaying increasingly bold and food conditioning behavior, which means humans were messing around with feeding it, at a backcountry campsite. So, and then he was relocated, and then he went for a 1,000-mile jaunt. Um, There's another example of a bear. This is a female. But I love these projects. I think they're smart. We get a good idea and a good sense about what territories look like for these animals. Black and brown bears, they move about quite a bit, but this is fantastic. I just thought it was great. You can go check this out at News 9 ABC, which obviously is that Tennessee channel. So go check that out. And that's that. So I think I made it through everything, but I want to go back to that CNN story. You guys want to talk a little bit more about defamation? Defamation's bad. If you say something untruthful about somebody as a news organization, you have a lot of latitude to, call somebody everything but a good milk cow. We do it every day. It's part of freedom of speech. But I mean, you can't prove, and it's a ridiculous statement that somebody would be a good milk cow or a bad milk cow. But in this particular situation, what CNN did is a big no-no, especially since they were trying to build a case against some individual. So that person is now a target, and anything you say about them that's untrue is defamation. And that's where CNN lies in this particular story. So we're going to move over to this screen, which we don't use very often. Apparently, we didn't use it there either. Um, what is happening right now? That is not what we're supposed to be seeing. You're supposed to be seeing live preview. Let's try that again. So There we go. All right. And let's see if we can change what's on the right there because we want that to be more bigger. Mo bigger. Maybe I can expand the window. There we go. Whoops. All right, let's do that, and then let's hone this down. Sorry, guys, to do this live, but I just want to make sure you can see it all because this one's actually kind of worth it being able to see right there, and there you go. All right. So, CNN defamation. Jurors are urged to send a message to mainstream media. This is where we started. I kind of read a little bit of the story. But during the opening statement by Young's attorney, whose name is Kyle Roche, argued that CNN's reporting was reckless with the facts and that the network set out to destroy Zach's reputation. Mind you, he could not make this statement if he didn't have proof. Um, they didn't care about the truth, he said. They cared about theater and they cared about ratings. And Roche argued that the jurors can change an industry by sending a message that will be heard by every news organization in America. Reckless journalism is un American. I agree with that. It's dangerous, and if media companies engage in theater in the newsroom, Americans will hold them accountable in the courtroom. And that'll really send a message. The trial's being held in a courthouse in Bay County. That's the Florida Panhandle. It's going to be a somewhat, if not a very friendly jury. It comes a month after Disney bent the knee to a $15 million settlement for some of the wild statements that they made about the president elect. Um, and they also wrote $1 million check to pay the attorney's fees on top of that. That suit against ABC and George Snuffleupagus was really a tipping point for the Disney company across the board. The president elect pledged to straighten out the press with additional suits. He's already filed many, including one against the Des Moines Register over a poll that showed him trailing the other candidate in the race. 6 jurors were chosen on Monday in the Florida trial. Um, and Dave Axelrod, arguing for the bad guys, um, argued that the story was accurate and that its statements about Young relied almost entirely on his own words. I don't believe that either. But I do believe the amazing Angela Richter and her lovely Sumatran tiger gift us 5 Culture Casino memberships. That's right, 5. See, I can almost, almost, my voice is almost back. I'm very excited about that. And I'm very excited about Angela Richter providing the amazing memberships. Goodness, see, still got that cough. Won't go away. And those go along with the amazing Weatherman's earlier gifties over on the Green Machine and Ruby Hoof and Weatherman on over here as well. Y'all are amazing. Liberty Halls, of course. You're incredible people. Love y'all. All right, what do we got? Got to get back to the comments here. But yeah, so um, the CNN attorney says it was all true and accurate, except he noted that CNN devoted extensive coverage to the plight of the refugees. That's not what the story is about. It's about them personally attacking and going after this man. It was a disaster. This is a story that Americans needed to see. It's a policy failure that we left people who were our friends in that situation. Yes, it was. That we can all agree on that. Yes, the poor execution of the withdrawal and not sticking to the timetable that had been originally negotiated by the previous administration, amongst many other factors that were determined by the I guess the almost former administration now. Um, they were they're to blame, but that's not where you place the blame. You attacked people who were in a position to help people. So Axelrod said that many Afghans faced desperate fear of retaliation by the Taliban. Of course, again, all because of the policies driven by the, well, now current administration, soon to not be after the 20th. He argued that Young's quoted price was an unbelievably large amount of money. And again, if you are one of the only people that can get other people out and you're taking a huge amount of risk in your own personal circumstances and your life, do they want him to do this for free? He's a security contractor. He also argued that Young saw the chaos in Afghanistan. Now, this is his opinion. This is not something you can prove. Nothing more than a way to make money. Um, I hope he can prove that. He also stressed the story did not accuse Young of doing anything illegal. Now, here's a huge problem because of discovery. Roche that's Young's attorney, gave a preview of the plaintiff's case, which will rely heavily on internal messages shared among the CNN team. They have everything. They have it all. They have it here. They can show that CNN was targeting this man and lied about him. Lied about him. Holy cow, Crimlon gives 5 Culture Casino membership. Thank you. Crimlon. Wow, I didn't see that one earlier. Goodness gracious. Liberty Hall's cat. Man, we're getting close, guys. Almost I think we're closing in on the 20 that we look for during one of these longer streams. Heck, I'll take 50. Why not? I ain't too proud to beg. No, but honestly, Roche gave a preview of the case, as I said. Those messages are terrible. In one message, reporter Alex Marquand, and this is a famous message that we knew was there, vowed that he is going to nail that Zachary Young effort. Oh, I just saw this. Thank you for the notes, folks. Our good friend Weatherman makes a point clear, which I appreciate. Where's it at? There it is for $1. $1 make me holla. Weatherman says most of the members on the Green Machine came from me culture. You're welcome. Well, thank you. I know that you've been amazing at donating, my friend, and donating to the channel for the working man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the Culture Casino clams and the amazing members over on Rumble. You are amazing. Lord Shax is over there today. Crazy White Boy is as well. Great to see you guys. All right. And thanks again, Weatherman. Man, for 2 days I sounded like it was the Wolfman Jack. It was a wild situation. Don't get sick, guys. Whatever this sick is bad. Very, very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Don't get it. I just saw more gifties. Hang on. We'll get there. I'm trying to get through this story, you guys. You're amazing. Hey, Olaf's out there. Good to see you, Olaf. And so is Barney Fife with a bullet. Liberty All's cat gives 5 Culture Casino memberships, and I think we crossed the 20 memberships on the stream. Thank you so very much, Liberty Halls, in Crimlon, and Angela, and Liberty Halls, and Weatherman, and Ruby Hoove. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Running with Scissors. Did I see Running with Scissors out there? I think I did. All right, let's get back. So if a reporter says this, he's going to nail this guy. Another CNN employee said the story would present a punchable face. So this was targeted. So anything that they did now is called into question because of that stuff. Other communications show other CNN employees raising doubts about the story. So internally, they knew that this was bologna sausage, suggesting that it was full of holes like Swiss cheese. He defended the reporter's callous observations about Young, saying they found his approach to the dire situation offensive. They were perfectly capable of stepping up and exiting people there, right? They're part of a $1 billion endeavor. CNN is part of Warner Brothers. Why wasn't Warner Brothers helping and aiding these people to leave? It's going to be a problem there. This is an attorney's dream because this is a very winnable defamation case, and it can change the way that news is reported. There will not be a lot. There will be a removal of a lot of activists from quote unquote journalism. There is no place for activism in journalism. No place at all. Yeah. So there's that. Let's see. Roche said that Young, a Navy veteran who later worked for the CIA, successfully extracted 22 women from Afghanistan on behalf of 4 corporate clients. Was that you, CNN? Were you one of those corporate clients? Warner Brothers? No. But that included Audible and Bloomberg. So there's that. He said Young never charged any individual Afghan. In other words, these were people being sponsored to be lifted out of there. In other words, the story was a complete farce. That's a problem. But what's not a problem is the amazing generosity of one Staccato. DDS for 20 culture casino memberships. My goodness. Holy cow. The generosity is amazing. Truly amazing. Oh man, you know what? We have to sling some cheddar, folks. We need to get the cheddar out there. We got to get it out there.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys.
Thank you, Staccato. Amazing. Amazing. Staccato DDS. Huge supporter of my channel and many others. Just a general amazing supporter. Thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. Goodness gracious. Oh, I will be, speaking of people that are going to be in Florida, I will be there in February at the MegaCon in Orlando area, staying in the Universal area for that, along with some other creators. May get some creativity by creators creating things. Thanks again, Staccato. I appreciate it so very much. And some of the people just got those. It's like a sea of green. A sea of green. All right. Back to the news. So he said that Young never charged any individual Afghan. Well, that's going to be contrary to some of the reporting. So Young made as much as $350,000 a year as a security contractor. By the way, that's not even top dollar. If you know any of these people that do this incredibly dangerous work, yeah. Halliburton pays like this. Many other organizations do. Roche argued that his career and reputation were destroyed in the wake of the CNN report. I imagine that he could probably easily prove that. There are provable damages. I want to say thank you to all the amazing people over there. I see Magna's off to an appointment. I hope it goes well, my friend. And Ms. Pick Cafe is over there throwing emojis at Staccato DDS. So thank you for doing all that over on the green machine. I see DJ Ronnie G in the house and my buddy Punk Waddle. All right. Look at you guys go. And Dearest is here. What's up? They pay a lot more than the East Indian Trade Company. The whole point is that this is kind of wild, right? Like, this is an easily provable, winnable, and probably likely a slam dunk case for this Roche attorney for Mr. Young. And Roche invoked the memory of Walter Cronkite, the CBS anchor who said actually cared about delivering facts. Well, he was a little bit of an activist too, we found out later, but at the time, he seemed to be quite the stellar reporter. He drew a contrast with modern urinalism culture, which he said was focused on clicks, scandal, and drama. He says, "You have an opportunity in this trial to move the pendulum back towards sanity in our media." The trial is expected to last 2 weeks. So that was one of the stories I thought deserved a lot more attention today because it really could clean up news organizations and force them into more principled and ethical reporting, not based in activism and misinformation, but they would actually have to get it right. So, anyway, I hope you guys can see why we spent a little extra time on that today. Let's go back to the bonus time screen and say thank you. Thank you to all those amazing gifties. My goodness. Very, very important indeed. We got a super duper chat from our good friend T Neil 89. Was great seeing you yesterday, my friend. Thank you for all your contributions there on that gameplays. What a great gaming stream we had yesterday. Ahoy from the fun times of the Palisades wildfire. I can't see anything. Yeah, you know what? I am so very sorry, but I'm glad to see you're here, and I'm glad to see you're safe. And yeah, all my friends and folks have reported that they're safe. Polly's safe. His mom's safe. Um, so that's all that matters. And if you have friends and family in the area, do check on them. The air is grody, smoky and ugly and ashen. I think better maintenance of the wildlands of Topanga needed to be paid. I mean, if you're going to get me into my arguments about whether federal and state dollars are being spent properly on wildlife management and resource management in the state of California, the fact that hydrants were running empty is a sign that well, things aren't being managed properly in California. Go figure. That's not infuriating at all, especially if you have fond memories of the Palisades area, Santa Monica area specifically, um, Malibu, Will Rogers Beach. I mean, in my mind, I'm just processing through all the wonderful things, the little, hole in the wall eateries, the fact that the cost of living got extraordinarily ridiculous there. I think the average cost of a house was over $4 million in that specific area. Um, kind of got swamped up by celebrities. Um, but yeah, people just continued to move west out of California, and they're still doing so to this day. And it's just at a more aggressive pace. Businesses are walking out of California. You have the energy industry moving out of California. They're not replacing energy sources in California, so you're going to run into an energy crisis with only electric vehicles and no way to charge them. California's a hot mess. Governor Goodhair has been disastrous, and he is basically Governor Goodhair is basically like Trudeau in Canada. The whole way of thinking needs to go. Our good friend T. Neal coughs another $2 into the culture club, culture clams. Communist Kit is always shoddy, to be fair. True story. True story. It's just a real shame. It's a real shame, especially for people like me. Butter Biscuit 92 over on the Green Machine. Did you see my tweet at you the other day? Are you going to cover the Joy Taylor debacle from Fox Sports with the lawsuit? It's technically businessy. Okay, I will take a look at that. I must not have seen it because normally I bookmark those things. But yeah, I will take a look at it and thank you, Butter Biscuit. Butter Biscuit 92. All right. I usually bookmark that stuff. Of course, I was still having brain fog from being sick, to be fair. So, Griffin Domaline says, "Be careful." Okay, I'm being careful, and thanks for being here, Griffin. Appreciate it. Just got gifted a sub without even being here. That's right, Mr. Unfamiliar. Welcome to the Culture Club, the Culturians, the Culturinos, the cult of culture, culture cult, culture club. I don't know. We're gonna have to eventually settle on a nickname. We've only been here for 4.5, 5 years, so come on now. Got to get a name. There was the T Neal tweet. Oh, he got. I'm evacuated and safe. Thanks for the concern. Of course, my friend. Of course. It's just uh does anybody have like some reminiscent thoughts about Hawaii a few years ago? Thinking about stuff? I lost like a whole lot of memories there too. Lahaina was a hangout in Maui. Yeah, I love the beach. I love surfing, scuba diving, snorkeling. I mean, I'm an underwater kid. So when things like this happen in places that I spent a whole lot of time, it bothers me. The San Diego County needs to watch out. There's a lot of grasslands that are not being taken care of near the beaches and near homes. It's a lot of homes in San Diego County up against the water that are going to be hard to deal with. So yeah, and I think Staccato got it right. There's Staccato. Um, I just want everybody to be okay. All my California people, be good. Like Channel Surf. Staccato DDS, glad you are safe. Actually, I think you're not. You used to be in California. I don't think you're there anymore. Glad you're safe, and I hope your home is safe too. And so do I, Staccato DDS. So do I. Um, but I think Staccato said something brilliant here. I want to grab. There we go. Boom. Staccato DDS says Newsom's political career ends with his term as governor. I believe that's true. 100%, my friend. 100%. Um, I think people are frustrated. You saw what was the proposition that you passed that that actually recriminalized theft, which I thought was ridiculous. Was it 36 or 63 or something? It's like, hey guys, this experimental neo-Marxist, communist, socialist type stuff doesn't work. We tried it and destroyed our state and our economy, and we got rid of businesses that we desperately needed. We artificially increased, the minimum wage, and it basically killed everything. Yeah. Oh no, he cannot defend what he did to California. Not at all. You know. And even Aunt Nancy isn't going to help him out. Did you see her? She was in a walker the other day. I guess that's the results of the hip breakage. So there's that. Peach fan ahead. Hello, dear. Hello. You say goodbye, and I say hello. Yep, I'm still in CA. All right. Well, you look, if you've built up a nice practice and you have a lovely, wonderful group of humans, yeah, yeah, it's hard to walk away from your own business. Truly. Yeah, John Gibson's correct. Areas in California burn every 30 years. I don't remember there being fires in Palisades going back into the 70s. Actually, I think this is was it happened in the 80s or the 90s if I remember. Um, Malibu burns periodically, yeah. So the San Gabriel's, yeah. But still, and the Malibu stuff is such a pain. So hard to get around anyway. Be on the road forever. Oh, thank you. 36. Thank you for those of you who remember. Yeah, Prop 36. Recriminalized crime. Well done, Callie. I love you. Oh, I miss Southern California. I haven't been back in a while. Okay, some people like Culture Club. So there's that. BMO is out of here. I'm going to bounce. Have fun. BMO better out. Audi. Dr. Megatron's in the house. We got TZ Burton out there. Got Mr. Skizzers. He opposed the bill reinstating theft as a crime. Yeah. Hey, can we recriminalize crime, please? Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's already reduced crime. Did you see some of the videos that came out like almost immediately? The people that were so brazenly a part of that? Bad. Hey, Griffin Domaline says, yep, MSM is trying to call Prop 36 racist. It's not. It Okay, so it's racist to call out crime. What if it's white people doing the crime? Because if you're white, you can't. If you're white, it's okay to discriminate against you, right? This is the biggest problem with these arguments. Nobody that's thoughtful would think that, recriminalizing crime was racist. I hope you guys are good. What did Dr. Megatron say? Was in trouble? I'm good in Cali. Good. The winds don't help with the fire. No, you can smell the fire from everywhere. Yeah. Look, that was the biggest complaint from my people was that it just you can't get away from the smoke. Remember when the fires were outside of the San Francisco area and the sky was orange? Um, yeah, that's basically a repeat of it. That's happening in Palisades and Santa Monica and that entire area. Oh no, yeah, I'm sure there's different issues there for sure, but yeah, it's very wild. Let's just say. Yeah. Well, 70-mile-an-hour winds ain't are definitely a huge problem. Um, I mean, much like in Hawaii where you get the trades, um, you have winds that basically, you rely on actually if you live in that part of California, you can open up your windows, cool off during the day, all of that, right? The Santa Anas. And that's not what's going on here. This is bad news. Professional US politics uh, don't work in general culture. Who are you kidding? No, I'm with you. I mean, we have to get down to regular humans, like doctors, dentists, business operators, franchise owners, taking their turn at governance and using what they know from their businesses to apply to the nation as a whole. Because that's the way it used to work. Politics wasn't a full time job. There weren't you weren't a professional politician. It was a limited term gig. You ran for it, represented your area, your constituents, people that you knew from your community, people that were like, "Hey, can we not do this, or is there a way to do this?" And then that person would go and represent them and their interests and their ideas in a congressional body. That's not the way it's structured anymore, and that's a big, 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 big problem. We have career politicians. So yeah, you guys are on fire today. I'm loving this conversation. Is Cynthia out there? I didn't see her. Good morning, Cynthia. Good to see you. Oh no, Angela's going back to work. My boss is horrible. My boss is also me. Well, all right, Angela. But thank you for being the boss here today. You and Staccato and Liberty Hall's cat and Ruby Hoof. Thanks for all the love you've shown the channel today. You're amazing. We've got Wooden Cafe. Who knew punishing crime deters crime? Shocking. Yeah, I know. It's weird. Um, Lord Shax, it's actually racist to call it racist. Well, yeah, sure. Fair enough. Hey, it's the Cabin Nerds. What's up, buddy? What are they saying about minorities then? It's only them that steal? That's racist. Dude, don't even get me started on that path. I'm with you. Uh, nobody has a nobody approaches things logically, or that's not accurate. Come on, culture. Not enough people approach things logically. There. Let's not defame all of you or me or anybody else. Let's just be straightforward. Not enough people approach things logically. And when they're presented with logic in the form of uh, argument, rebuttal, whatever, they can't handle it. They shut down, they run away, and then they call names. The minute you get somebody to go ad hominem on you, it means they don't have an argument. Just remember that. If they start calling you names, you're winning or have won. And point that out to them. That always turfs them off. Being very angry. Yeah, I'm familiar with these stats. They're not great. I was considering doing a relationship show with some other YouTubers that have been around a while, people with experience. I always thought that it would be a little different coming from a man than a woman. Um, I don't know though. I mean, uh, women are really good with emotions and people types of subjects and shows. I don't know that men necessarily are because we approach things too black and white. Um, Oftentimes we want evidence, of issues rather than like quote unquote the emotional traumas. And that's another thing. That trauma word. It's another thing. But I don't know. I was considering it. I don't know if anybody'd be interested in that. I'd have to start a whole different channel because it would screw up this algorithm real badly. Um, yeah. Yeah, real skin in the game, Skibo. That's 100% what we need to do. And I don't know that they're really done. I mean, I'm not going to acquiesce here. Um, I will say that I think we need to get people back into that realization that they should represent their communities. In fact, it should be thought of as bad if you spend any more than like let's say a decade in politics, like or in one individual political office, Congress or a senator or whatever. I think there's a reason why those terms are set as they are. Most people didn't want to give up that much time away from their family. And it wasn't Congress year round. Congress was only in session for a short period of time during the year because you had your own affairs to take care of. You should not be getting paid to do that job either. And you should be not allowed to accept any lobbying money. And you shouldn't be allowed to accept a book deal until a decade after your service. I'm tired of them getting around paying politicians or buying off politicians that way. Because if you don't see it that way, you're not paying attention. Istaphobos in the house. They literally laughed at the reports of the loneliness epidemic. I don't. I know it's true. I think it's worth a conversation, maybe. I'm out of here. Good to see you, Cynthia. Hope you're doing well. Hey, read by nature. Hail culture and company. Hail to you. Man, I'm still congested as all heck, apparently. Um, yeah, a lot of people are on board with the limited terms and non-payment, and yeah, I really am tired of politicians being bought off, and you can clearly see who they are because they don't act in the best interest of their constituency or even the country as a whole, which is how we ended up in the situation we are with all the corruption in politics. I'm tired of it. Weatherman says nuance is lost in text. Probably. What did you say, sir? They are in their bubble longer too. You learn to communicate when the real life hits you. I agree with you, Weatherman. And no, nuance is not long. Well, I mean, I get what you're saying. Apex is in the house. Good to see you. Is Putin's cat here today? There he is. What's up, buddy? So only the rich should be in office. No, I think anybody who has skin in the game should be in the office. I guess you're directing that straight to Istophobos, but I think people who have real world experiences are their opinions and their values are more valuable. You know, I don't think that pretend damage is a good thing. Which is why I'm calling into question a lot of well, I witnessed a bad event in life. I think we all have. So has everybody got trauma? Trauma, I use in quotes. I don't know. And oftentimes I always come back with this, and I think a lot of people will understand this, especially if you're older or if you've been a business owner. But you certainly can operate your business, but ultimately you understand something more important. You are the CEO of your own life. You are the business owner of your own life. Therefore, what you do in life is up to you, which means that the consequences and the circumstances are oftentimes, if not almost always, your fault. if you look at your life that way, you will be driven to make better, more thought out decisions. You know, you have to look at life that way, and then you'll be in the best circumstance. You know, at least that's my opinion. I could be wrong. I mean, you could definitely point the finger at everybody else and take no blame. But I've always tried to live by that I am the CEO of my own life. If I was speeding and I got a ticket, it's my fault. You know, if it's legitimate, that's a different conversation, especially with as corrupt as a lot of cop shops are these days. Sorry, my law officer friends, but some guys are doing it wrong. Um, so yeah, and I think John's got it. Term limits are a good concept, but the problem is the bureaucrats can wait you out. The term limits need to be on bureaucracy as well. I think so as well. I think every single year, if you're in any part of an administration, you have to reapply for your job, requalify. Um, and every single thing should be, held an account of what you did in performance of your gig. We have too many administrators right now in the administrative state. We have an administrative state. We have too many departments. Um, I think Elon made a point the other day to talk about this that there are over 400 federal departments. It sounds like far too many. There are people who are not elected, not representing anybody's interests but their own or special interest or perhaps lobbyists or maybe even being bribed. I know, terrible thing to suggest, to make decisions not in your best interest, the country's best interest. They're making laws or rules and regulations which have the force and effect of law oftentimes when that was never really decided upon by your elected officials. That shouldn't be allowed. It should be illegal. And I think the Supreme Court kind of set us on that path a year ago, or just a little less than a year ago. And I think we're going to see more and more of that. Yeah, most people with actual trauma, thank you, Griffin, down the line. It's a very cool name. Says normally people with actual trauma normally do all they can to hide it from others instead of using so-called trauma as a crutch and excuse. Yes, yeah. Military veterans. I mean, I can go through and my buddies who served in terrible circumstances and situations, including Mogadishu, by the way. They do everything they can to hide that away, tuck it away, escape from it. Seriously. Um, yeah. Oh wow, I'm pontificating today. Boy, I got right up on the soapbox. Sorry, guys. It's clear from the video that Elon has no idea. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about the video game stuff. I have no idea. MC. I don't actually I don't pay much attention to most of those things. Um, I can't even answer that. For the 210 of you, I'm going to tell you, I don't care what Elon does as far as video game stuff goes. Uh, Archie Bunkerism. I don't know what that is. Are you talking about All in the Family? Hmm. Oh, I don't feel like I'm preaching, Ronnie. I just yeah, I can't wait to see you again. It was cool meeting you in San Antonio. Um, Papal Casino. I don't know about that, Randy, but thank you. Anyway, I got to get together with little Chad here in a little bit, get some videos recorded, got some game videos to record and stuff. We've got a lot coming, guys. I've not just from this channel, but from that gameplay. So keep an eye out. We're gonna keep growing like a weed. We're gonna start playing some live streams next. We had a little bit of a conversation post stream yesterday, so I'm gonna try to figure out how to use what do you call that thing? Discord again for streaming games, and then we'll go from there. On that note, we're going to wrap it. Your next stop, I hope, is going to be Midnight's Edge in the morning. I have to double check that I set the redirect. I know they're going to be talking about an awful lot of stuff because an awful lot of Hollywood stories have happened. I probably won't make it over there. If I do, it'll be late. But I do want to say that they're really killing it over there. Videos are incredible that they've been dropping, everything else. So, for the over 300 of you that have either been here or passed through on the live stream, and for those of you watching on the replay, please let me know in the comments down below you are on replay, gang, and what view you happen to be, if you happen to notice, because that really does help me make decisions about how I title streams, keywords, descriptions, what I cover. It's all driven by you. You guys drive the bus on this channel. And if there's something you want me to cover, reach out. Reach out and let me know via the social media. You should be following me. If you're not on X, please do so. And then if you're not getting my attention, just at me. You don't even have to DM me, just at me. And I do actually look through my mentions more so than most people do. So there's that. On that note, as I said, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. And until next time, see ya.